Overseas now, the government of France is trying to restore calm in the midst of crisis tonight. It follows 5 straight nights of angry riots in the streets and police battles with protesters. Al Sweeney has the latest.
The violence has been sweeping through France since last Tuesday. Police fighting running battles in the streets with demonstrators. Saturday night alone, 45,000 police were called out. About 50 were injured. They made more than 700 arrests, following 1,300 arrests the night before. Officials were particularly angered by an attack on the home of a Paris area mayor. A burning car slammed into the house where his family was sleeping. His wife and 1 child were injured. The violence followed the police killing of a 17-year-old man of Algerian descent known as Nahel. He was shot and killed by a police officer at a traffic stop as he tried to drive away. The officer is charged with homicide. The rioting also follows long-standing racial tension between the police and young people in mostly immigrant and minority areas. A funeral was held for Nahel this weekend, and his grandmother spoke out, calling for the violence to stop. French President Emmanuel Macron blames much of the rioting on social media, accusing it of intoxicating users.
We have seen this on TikTok, Snapchat, and many others where violent gatherings were organized. Also a mimicry of violence which brought young people out of reality. It sometimes feels like some of them are living out in the street the video games that have intoxicated them.
Macron was holding a security meeting this evening with his top ministers on the crisis. The violence has reached from Paris to other areas like Marseille, Toulouse, Lyon, and Strasbourg. Officials of the annual Tour de France say they're ready to make changes if rioting threatens to interfere with the bike race. And French officials were sending 45,000 police officers into the streets again tonight. In Ottawa, the federal government is advising Canadians in France to exercise a high degree of caution in the face of what it calls terrorism. And China is advising its citizens in France to remain vigilant following an attack on a bus carrying Chinese tourists in Marseille. Adam?